Imagine living your dream in Canada, working, studying, building a life, only to discover that your permit is expiring. Your application is stuck in limbo, and you may soon be forced to leave the country you call home. By the end of 2025, nearly 5 million temporary permits held by foreign workers and students in Canada will expire, and stricter cancellation rules mean many will have no choice but to pack their bags. Today, we dive into the shocking new regulations that could uproot millions of lives. In October 2024, Immigration Minister Mark Miller unveiled a revised immigration levels plan. Under this plan, Canada's annual target for new permanent residents will drop from 500,000 to 395,000 in 2025, a 21% cut, falling further to 380,000 in 2025, 2026, and 365,000 by 2027. At the same time, temporary foreign worker and international student permits will see equally steep reductions, with student permits expected to fall by 10% and worker permits by over 40% by 2026. As of December 2025, almost 5 million temporary permits, including study permits, work permits, and open work authorizations, are set to expire. Immigration officials anticipate many holders will volunteer to leave, while the Canada Border Services Agency, CBSA, will enforce overstays. But what does voluntary departure really mean for families, students, and skilled workers who've built their lives here? On January 31st, 2025, Canada's Immigration and Refugee Protection Regulations were amended to give officers explicit authority to cancel temporary resident documents, ETAs, TRVs, work and study permits, under a host of conditions. These include 1. Ineligibility or inadmissibility, false information, criminal records, or health grounds. 2. Overstay risk, if an officer believes you won't leave when required. 3. Administrative error, any permit issued in error can be voided. 4th, status change, becoming a permanent resident automatically cancels your temporary permit. The aim: tighten border security, prevent misuse of visas, and reduce backlogs. But critics warn these sweeping powers could ensnare lawful residents caught in procedural slowdowns. Labor Market Impact Assessments, LMIAs, required for most employer-sponsored work permits, now take over 8 months to process, leaving migrants without valid work authorization and health coverage. Devi Acharya, an Indian migrant working in British Columbia, applied for a permit renewal in September 2024. By April 2025, 7 months later, she still had no response. Her permit expired, and she couldn't afford medical care during a miscarriage, fearing exorbitant bills. Nearly 766,000 study permits will expire by December 2025, hitting post-secondary institutions hard and disrupting research projects and campus life. Skilled sectors from healthcare to tech face severe shortages as thousands of engineers, lab technicians, and caregivers lose status. Facing rising housing costs and strained social services, the Liberal government says cuts are necessary to manage growth. Industry groups, however, warn of labor gaps, stalled economic recovery, and negative investor signals. With a federal election looming on April 28, 2025, Prime Minister Mark Carney backs caps on immigration, promising sustainable population growth and relief for Canadians. Preparation is key. Start PR applications now, file renewals early, and stay informed on policy changes. Advocacy groups and settlement services can offer support. Will these rules achieve their goals? Or will they drive skilled workers away, deepening talent shortages? Only time will tell, and the next year will be critical for Canada's immigration system. If you or someone you know is affected by these new rules, share this video, bookmark reliable resources, and subscribe for updates. Canada's story as a welcoming nation hangs in the balance. Stay informed, stay prepared.